Okay, here we are. Thought I'd post another update. Yes, that is my Baja 5T now wearing a Kraken Class 1 cage. I am digging it. Still running the stock bumper. I think it works pretty good on there. Don't think I'm going to change that out. Did get the Kraken light bar. Necessary, I think. Changed out the bead locks. The stock ones totally suck. If you've got one of these things, get rid of them. Get some silverback bead locks. They are really a lot heavier than the OE ones. The OE ones are just crap. I mean, I'll keep them for spares just in case any emergency, but I'll never use them again. If you ever think about getting one of these Kraken cages, your frustration level is going to go up. It is tough to put together, very frustrating. They pre-drill everything for you, but when it comes to the body panels and putting them on, I would say about 95% of the holes don't line up, so everything needs to be re-drilled. Some of the screws they give you aren't really long enough, or I'm just doing something wrong, but I don't know. I've been modeling a long time, and I think I know what I'm doing, but, you know, whatever. Took the stock exhaust off. I just could not stand that tinny can sound. It was awful. I got from Dave's Discount Motors the cheapest exhaust stock muffler thing they had. I think it was $14.99. I don't know. Works pretty good. It's a lot quieter. You know, when I run it up and down the street in the neighborhood, I'm sure the people aren't thinking there's a dirt bike race outside. But so far, so good. I had to replace part of the rear shocks. That shock right there kept coming undone every single time I drove it. The shock shaft was coming out of the bottom eyelet, so I got some heavy-duty rebuild kits, the HPI ones, and redid the rear shocks. I haven't had any problems with the fronts, so they're fine. And the nice thing, when I opened those things up, they were like half to quarter full of oil, so I guess it was probably due. I made a mistake though and put 20 weight oil back there. It is way too stiff, so I got some 5 weight on oil from the local hobby town, so hopefully that comes in soon and I can get that changed out. Just a note, I've probably got now 4 or 5 tanks through this thing, and the rear end, the differential, just grenaded. Is done. Here's a lot of the parts. You can see right there the ear broke off when I opened it up. All of the bolts were backed out and that tab was broken off. These are the only parts left out of it that were usable, minus the case. Case is done, I just need to throw it away. But I just kept some spare parts. Got those. A guy from Roven did send me a new differential at no charge. I was pretty happy about that. I also put this together, which is a Vertigo locker, which I just don't think I'm going to use. And I went and bought everything brand new for this thing, new diff gear, new drive cups, new bearings, and everything. And well, if you guys are interested, it's on sale on eBay right now. Look it up. It's a nice unit. I'm just going to stick with the regular differential. I don't have enough loose pack dirt and stuff around here to run it on, and I don't feel like breaking anything. So if any of you sand guys out there, that's the thing to have, I'm told. So I've got the Roven rear end back in there. Seems to be working fine, but a couple runs up and down the street don't really make a good test. One thing that kind of bothered me, this wheel. These wheels have a lot of movement on those lower pins. I don't know if the HPIs do the same thing, or if it's just the way these clones turn out. Those pins are just a little loose down there, but that can't be good. I don't know. I do want to replace these rear hub assemblies at some point and put some aluminum ones back there, but you know, for right now it doesn't really seem necessary. I wonder if the aluminum ones fit any better. If anybody knows, leave a comment down below so I can read that and find out. And if anybody's ever thinking about it, this cover for the pull start, total complete garbage. Don't ever buy one. It's an actual Roven brand. Came with the shock covers and the air filter cover and everything. Total garbage. Stick with an outerwears. The shock covers are actually done pretty good. This thing, one right here, you can see it's got holes and it's all tore up. That's because that shock kept coming unloose and it was rubbing against a tire. And other than that, they're holding on pretty well. The back ones have gotten pretty messy with oil coming out of the exhaust from the old tune pipe muffler. Before I changed out the muffler clamp to the Team Fast City clamp, it was blowing oil all over the back of this thing. But the exhaust can doesn't seem to do that much, so that's good. One thing that started happening today, get in here, that servo, when I would just give it the gas to, goose the throttle a little bit, it would do it twice. It would wow, wow, which is kind of weird. I don't know what that means, if it's a low battery problem. I just got done charging the onboard battery, or possibly transmitter battery. I checked the gauge on it and it says they're like 11.6 volts. Sounds like enough voltage to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just a piece of crap servo. I need to replace it. That's probably what I need to do. Steering servo still holding on strong. I've actually got these panels, by the way, if nobody's familiar with this stuff, this is like a super thick, I would say it's a 3 millimeter thick, possibly, maybe 2 to 3 mil thick nylon panels. You can hear they're solid. I painted the inside black. I've got a decal wrap kit coming for it from Thunder Designs that I think is now lost in the mail because it's been way too long. Hopefully he's going to print me a new set and send them to me for the General Tire theme from the General Tire's Class 1 Baja buggy. So we'll see what that looks like when it gets here. I'll definitely do another update when I get that stuff put on if I ever see it. But I also added the Kraken fueler. Just because this cage, once it's on there, really seems like it's a problem to get on and off. So that ought to be kind of neat, a quick fuel thing. Rear bumper with this kit's got to go. I added the RPM skid plate. Missing a panel here still, missing a panel here. I just haven't put them on. It's a number plate and just waiting till the decals get here. Got the Team Chase rock and mud guard. I think it's a necessity with this thing if you want to keep any kind of dirt out of there. Still a big opening over here, but it's a lot better than the thing just being wide open. Trying to think if there's anything else to add. I don't think there is. I really like the look of it this way. It just looks mean and tough. I wasn't a big fan of the body that came with it. Oh, one thing I did have to do, I will say, hopefully that other people don't have the same problem, but you see in here where the sway bar link is, this sway bar link kept cutting into the boots, and every time I'd go out and drive I'd have to replace the boots. So I removed everything, cut off the about 3/16 off the end of the sway bar, put it back together, and that seemed to take care of it. I have replaced a lot of boots, and I will be now replacing them with these. I got some Hostile gray urethane boots, and oh my god, these things are so thick. I mean, I'm thinking these things are going to be tough to get on there, but we'll see. So that's it for now. Tomorrow, if I remember to bring the video camera with me, I think my son and I are going to go out and do some more driving. Maybe I'll get some film of this thing running through the schoolyard and tearing up the baseball field. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and if I do, I'll get that posted. Till then, thanks, and talk to you soon. Bye.